It's super fun on the weekend at the Masters when they update the leaderboards because everyone out there can't see everything. No one has their phones, and so they look up at those boards, and then suddenly the numbers next to Scottie's name go down, and you're like, "What did he do?
Yeah.
Did he make a birdie? Did he make a bogey?" And just the groans when they come back up, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, he's now leading by 4. Everyone is now sad. This thing is over." That's kind of what the scene was like this afternoon.
Who wins the Masters?
My heart says Max Homa. My head says Scottie Scheffler. But if I have to pick, I'm going to go with Max, I think.
Wow.
Colin Morikawa is going to win a major. He's going to win a Masters at some point in his career. His game is just too good. His ball striking is too good. And it's going to happen tomorrow.
Wow.
Scottie.
Max.
It's just interesting that Dylan has left Xander Schauffele in the dust. After all week, he was calling for him. And now Xander's in contention. He's T6. 2 under.
What I'm seeing is sort of like a Max Xander playoff. And in different spots, in different spots I've predicted each, so I'm just kind of like hedging my bets.
It's going to go 7 holes, best of 7.
This tournament.
I'm interested to see what everybody's going to wear. Like, I think Scottie will be wearing a shirt that they said this will match with a green jacket. But let's see, Cam Davis, did his people think about this? You know,
no, they did not.
Morikawa had like an orange shirt on today. It needs to be something neutral.
I actually know what Xander's going to be wearing tomorrow.
Oh, tell us.
Did you lay it out for him?
The green jacket.
Sean, is all you want to say is the word Scottie.
Yeah, because he's the best golfer in the world. He is the best golfer this week. He's inevitable. He gave some shots back to the field. And where is he?
On first
On
place.
top of the leaderboard.
Solo first is not what I was expecting when he was 4 under.
Who's the golfer in history that Scottie closely resembles right now?
Eldrick.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah, and what would you have done if it was Tiger atop the leaderboard through 54 balls?
Yeah, look, statistically, Scottie is the most likely player to win.
Let's not go there yet.
It is what it is this year. He's the greatest golfer on the planet. We don't have to overthink it.
Cheers. One more round.
One final round. Let's bring her home, baby.
Well, I've been thinking earlier this week, like, man, it's been such a busy week. I'm kind of bummed we didn't get to go swim in the pond, and now I see this thing's a little stagnant.
Very buggy.
Yeah, pretty buggy, but also kind of sludgy.
One crazy thing that's going to happen today, Bryson is going to card in 8 at some point today.
Wow.
And I'm not rooting for that. I actually would like to see him battle it all the way down to the finish, but it was a little too topsy-turvy there at the end for him.
When Xander Schauffele takes the lead, it's going to be surprisingly early. Like, he's going to make it.
It won't be a surprise, of course, at all, but
Just how quickly it happens.
yeah.
Like when he birdies 12, you're like, whoa, I didn't think it happened this fast.
Tiger's going to shoot under par.
Hell yeah. 82,
Give us some
69.
new life. Yep.
Nice
Give
finish.
the early patrons something to cheer for.
Claire, do you
I
have any?
don't really know. I think Scottie has an eagle in him today.
Ooh.
Write it down, folks. I'm once again taking the front. Girls' Day, I get the front. The boys can sit in the back.
Playing with Tiger, Sunday the Masters, and the whole week I have, I think I'd have to win one of these things to kind of top this week. So, definitely been a dream week, but looking forward to being out here soon, hopefully.
It was a good fight on Thursday and Friday. Unfortunately, yesterday didn't quite turn out the way I wanted to. Today, the round that the way that Tom is playing is what I thought I had in my system. Unfortunately, I just didn't produce it.
fresh in off the course, Scottie Scheffler is your Masters champion.
By 4.
Sean, what were you just seeing out there?
I was like in the parking lot, kind of in the clubhouse area, and I just keep seeing like coaches, caddies, even players just kind of like shaking their head in disbelief at the guy that continues to win all the golf tournaments. Like, he didn't have his best stuff probably until today, this week, and he still did it. He just continues to do it, and I just don't think that they quite understand how he's doing it. It doesn't make sense to everyone. One thing that someone pointed out to me was that Scottie backed up in the middle of yesterday's round. He doubled 10 and then he bogeyed 11. He got down to 4 under.
4 under, yeah.
And he played the next 25 holes in 7 under par.
Pretty good.
While making bogeys.
Right,
So-
yeah, it was not bogey free. All right, well, Sean, I had this strange effect. This is what I'm about to type up. Everyone is kind of leaving happy. Colin Morikawa is maybe the one guy that was probably frustrated, but finished T3, coming in with no form. That's a heck of an accomplishment.
It's always been there. And look, today's a day where I fully believe that I still have it, and I know I still have it. I gotta keep digging a little bit deeper and really just be strong with myself, because I know that, I made 2 errors that cost me the tournament.
And Max Homa was proud of the way he played, even though, had a weird thing happen on 12, made double there, could not buy a putt, but by far his best major finish.
But I just feel like I learned. I feel like I took a big leap. The rhetoric on me, and this is from myself as well, is I have not performed in these things.
He ended up T3 too. I mean, even the guys that didn't play their best, what was Bryson talking about out there?
Well, he wasn't thrilled. He wasn't like, of course you can't be happy, but he's taking it in stride. It's the best Masters finish he's ever had. Kind of got that monkey off his back. He said he's gonna take this with him. He said he got the tingles this week, which he even said, like, it's a weird thing to say, but like early on in this golf tournament, I felt the kind of tingles of like, okay, I might be able to do this thing. And I asked him, when was the last time you felt that? He said, well, I felt it when I won on Live Golf and when I shot 58, and I'm certainly, when he won at the Winged Foot US Open. But even for a guy like him who's won a lot of big tournaments, like, he felt it this week, which was a breakthrough for him.
If you go all the way down the leaderboard to the guy in last place, Tiger Woods, he said it was a good week. And
that's amazing.
I know his standards have changed, but yeah, this is only the second time I think that he's now walked 72 holes at a major championship in the last 4 years. So optimism abound. Scottie, a fitting major champ.
I feel like I'm playing really good golf right now. I feel like I'm in control of my emotions as I've ever been, which is a good place to be. I feel like I'm maturing as a person on the golf course, which is a good place to be. I think it's hard to argue with the results of the last few weeks. I've been playing some really nice golf, but I really try not to focus too much on the past. I'm going to go home and reflect on this week and soak it in as best I can. But like I said, it's not a very satisfying sport because I'm supposed to tee it up again on Thursday. So back to the grind pretty quick.
We should go type.
We got work to do.
And we'll check back in later with some tequila in hand.
Thank you, Dylan.
All right, guys. Let's wrap the week with some Cincoro. They had Cincoro at Augusta all week.
I was drinking it today. I ordered my master's favorite cocktail, which is called the Camellia. It's an azalea with tequila in it. And I got mine with Cincoro tequila.
Yeah.
So,
I just want to wrap by going around the table and saying something you really loved this week. Claire, kick us off.
I found a brand new favorite spot at Augusta National today. It was between the 15th green and 16. Grandstand there, could watch the guys hit their approach and putts, and then their tee shots and putts on 16. So it was really fun. A lot of good views.
my favorite moment of the day was in the clubhouse, just seconds before Scottie Scheffler tapped in to win the tournament. I was standing there when Jon Rahm came down from the champions locker room wearing the green jacket and went out to the green jacket ceremony. And the thing that I thought was super interesting about it was that Jon looked really, really pissed. He did not seem to be happy to be giving away the green jacket. Definitely was not thrilled with the way that he played this week. And I just thought that was such a fascinating look into Scottie Scheffler's dominance right now, is that it feels so inevitable even to the guys who are probably most capable of beating him.
I walked around with a first-timer yesterday. Just a pal of mine, college golfer, has never seen Augusta National. Walked the back nine with him, and I was just laughing because I was trying to be the tour guide, trying to tell him where to look, where to go, and he would just leave me and go look at whatever was interesting to him, and then he would just suddenly leave me again, and it was like his gut, was magnetized to whatever was interesting about Augusta National, and it turns out I don't even know that many interesting things because he was taking his own little tour. It was kind of fun to watch.
I love the way they changed the numbers on the scoreboards. And what I mean by that is when we were standing on the 15th bleacher, Scottie Scheffler's name goes down for a second, and then the numbers come back up, and it was a 10. He had just birdied 14 to get to 10 under par, and people went nuts. And it's not something that would exist if there were screens on the course or if people had their phones. But it's just part of what makes it such a present spectator experience in a special tournament, and it's a little thing that goes a long way.
I need to change mine. I have a way better one.
What do you got, Claire?
Okay. You and I, after the final putt dropped, we headed back to the media center, through the clubhouse, cut through the parking lot, and who do we see but Ted Scott being driven in on a cart. He's holding out the flag like Superman almost, and it was really cool. All people who were working there all week, like young, probably early 20s in their green collared shirts, were standing out, and they all clapped for him, and it was about 40 people. It was really cool to see.
I mentioned earlier how everyone is leaving happy this week, and I think that includes us. So cheers, gang. See you next time.